done. They've been experimenting. They've been playing. This is a scary Sentinels. I don't think it's going to be puggy. I still feel like we're going to see that cool, calm, and collected, but also explosive Sentinels.
Oh, I'm ready for it.
And thank you, Ajva,
Sentinels looking to restart yet another campaign. They already have quite a few points.
I'm so excited. I love watching
Tyson champions
play.
But this is where the road starts. They want to make it to Iceland. They want to make it to Reykjavik. And it all starts off against the 128th seeded, the Noah Aiello. So, and we start off, it's going to be VNA going over towards A.
I want to hear the game sound more than
Sentinels. They've already
the casters.
Rotation. Dapper's got that very early cam, and look at this little smoke from Zoms. The dark cover, this is so cheeky. It's really great control. And while there is a little bit of a fake smoke
Zoms is exactly where he was before.
Maybe thinking about canceling here. They have a little bit of info, but no, they're just going to try and split up towards the A site now.
Up close, Frost taking on so much damage.
Go.
Double curveball. Dapper takes down one, but a trade kill back for Kitsune. That's the mid interaction already done and dusted because the two players from VNA, they already had a couple of their teammates.
I hate it when Caucasians try to pronounce Asian names.
Especially because the mid
yes,
but
nice
here
try.
we go. Zoms in the cheap
nice
and done. Could have been a little bit more, but the game was done. Intense. Already starts off his campaign.
Let's go, Tyson.
I love that setup as well from Sentinels. It's a pretty standard one, at least from what we've seen in the past. TENZ playing up towards heaven, that left side.
Tyson.
The reason why is he can make a quick dash out, right?
I love watching Tyson compete. He always loves to compete, and he's always so happy when he's competing.
Quick as needed, and then you have Zoms alongside Sick playing that crosshair. Because Sick got that early control, they were able to play off of that garden area.
You're so in love, oh my god. Of course I am.
Squad. Sentinels, they pick it up cleanly. It's a buyback here with TENZ early on.
You call him,
he's gonna pick up the Marshall. Maybe
why do you call him Tyson and not Babe? I think Babe is actually really fucking cringy.
Again,
but that's me though.
Interesting buy, but in we go. Zoms again, only able to get one for his troubles, but the damage has already been done. Hutz, he wanted a little bit more.
Okay.
TENZ, no scoping in onto Fix. And Appy, the last person remaining, and a 1v4 goes down to the swinging Dapper. Yeah, that's kind of what we expected.
I'm sorry, Babe to me is really gross.
Quick, super clean from Sentinels. Lots of early and aggressive peaks. You get TENZ now, who's only one off of the Blade Storm. I think that's probably the biggest thing right now. Sentinels, Dapper's been putting on a lot of really pressure towards his B main side though, Gus. It's giving them a lot
you're
of
like
control,
19.
but they've done a little bit of a switch up here. It's Sick who from the A site now comes to B. I think they're kind of expecting a little bit of a B play after shutting
I do call Tyson TENZ as a joke, and he gets really pissed off at me though.
Playing with that Marshall over towards.
I'm like, TENZ, I love you, and he's like, shut up.
And a lot of scattered pressure. VNA going for more of a default. But wow,
they're so aggressive.
Pressure, Sick is already up front. Blaze wall. Oh, that Blaze wall.
Come on, Tyson!
Now he can't peek
Why?
TENZ. He gets one tag onto
nice
Frost,
try.
but he ends up going down to a trade. The Marshall not exactly working.
He's totally trolling.
Putts in a great position, takes down Sick. Now it's a 3v3. Still, you have a couple of players from Sentinels starting to ramp around. Okay, Dapper's already there. Zombie and Cat. And now it's all down to FLX, where, oh, this guy only has 19 HP.
They're running at him.
You know, I'm never one to quickly doubt a player, but that smoke, that dark cover is not going to help him whatsoever. You see the idea, but the fact is FLX so far away, really had no time to ramp back and take that peek and arch, grab the spike and get out of there. So Sentinels, it's a nice quick 3-0. TENZ now can get the operator. He's got the Blade Storm online. It's looking comfortable here for Sentinels. TENZ is going to stick down.
How do you properly pronounce your name? It's KYEDAE.
His team and the NA. It's back to the eco buy. Again, it's not looking too good. Sentinels are putting on a lot of pressure, getting a lot of early map control and taking early fights. You expect that at this level. With Sentinel's skill level and their confidence.
I kind of feel bad. I do feel bad.
They can get a little flashy with it.
They're so broke.
Let's see how that ends up working out, because now you can start to farm a little bit more in terms of frags. How on earth?
Wow.
Double, just waltzing up mid.
All right.
Well, it looks like you do have Catwalk. That is a position.
Oh,
but looks like,
no, this is so fast. What?
Sentinels. Okay.
Oh no,
okay,
no.
At at this point, right? Sentinels have just been dominating the map so far in terms of control, allowing TENZ to kind of just waltz down mid, find early picks.
This is like Tyson playing against me.
I mean, their B-main control.
This is how bad it looks right now.
Uncontested, right? Every single round, Sentinels have been able.
It's already 4-0.
They throw a cage from Dapper.
Wait.
Use that cam to get instant control. What can you do here if you're
the Tyson?
And oh goodness, TENZ, not again.
Watch your corner.
Again, finds Flicks already, but Kitsune in a good spot. Almost anticipating the pressure.
That was a good trade, though.
He wasn't even out in the open when TENZ made that initial dash. Kitsune is chilling behind the box. Ends up catching off a very aggressive TENZ. And wow, look at this, man. Wow, the NA, they are just going completely like counter pug. Yeah. Counter whole W. I mean, look at that util in front of B main.
Yeah, they're really expecting, because Sentinels have done this 4 rounds in a row. They're expecting Dapper to be again aggressive. They're hoping to maybe get a free pick. I mean, they go 1 for 1 in trades. I mean, it's the side of Sentinels that have everything going, and Dapper even picking up a second frag. Now, I think that should be a read, at least for the NA. That B site's gonna be a little bit weak.
They're scared, yeah, you can tell.
He's normally one
the style.
B main. We might expect a little bit of a gap, but Sick causing a big commotion towards Cat alongside Zoms.
Oh, good turn. Not only that, but Kitsune takes down Zoms. The second point of contact. For Sick, but there you go. Dapper just around the corner, catching up 3. And Sick was about to go down. Just 40 HP left. Ends up getting the final bullet in. So
Dapper, 9-2. Holy.
Still looking a little bit scrappy in terms of economy. They're just going to start to force buy round after round.
This isn't fair, but that's the way seeding goes, I guess.
You would like to fight Sentinels with the rifles, of course, right? Yeah. I would like to think. But, yeah, I kind of just see things going off to the wayside. Do they actually focus on economy from here now, going forward?
It's honestly so difficult to say, because I mean, you're in a tricky position where you're down 5-0. This is, you know, a recoverable position. I'm not going to count them out. Zoms. That's an interesting crosshair.
Crosshair, he's trolling.
All right.
All right. Man, styling on him in every way conceivable, dude. Jesus Christ.
I feel so bad.
They see all of those positions in A main, and look at the rotation from Sentinels, dude. So quick, they're already up front. Dapper on the front line, catching up the first frag. Zoms with that monstrosity of a crosshair. Still takes down puts, and TENZ dashing in with the Blade Storm once again. I think that's already the second time he's gotten it. Yeah. That's going to be Sentinels with the 6th round.
I actually feel so fucking bad right now.
Little hope that the NA have right now is they've got 5 ultimates. They're things that can be done. It does look like they're posted for a very heavy B hit, but oh my, Sentinels are reading this literally perfectly. They understand the lockdown, the showstopper, all of these ultimates to access the B site are ready and raring to go. So Sentinels, they make a 4-man stack towards B. This is going to be super interesting, depending if the NA decide to put more resistance back into them.
Oh, Frost. Oh,
nice.
And the run it back at the same time. Takes down Sick. He's also on the run it back. So his body, his clone just goes all the way back. So that was just that first contact. It could have been a little bit of a farm for Sick, but instead Frost shuts it down, and the rest of Sentinel still staying fairly disciplined. Going back towards B. I mean, disciplined, right? A 4-man stack towards that position.
I do wish that I could hear like the sound of the game more than I could hear the casters talking though.
We're all isolated, but DNA is certainly taking their sweet time, and the rotation has already gone in.
So quick here from Sentinels. As soon as you get that pressure going, you realize there are players mid. They make a fast rotation, and this is what TENZ does best. Oh! Updrafting out of reach. It's a 2 versus 3 for the NA.
Oh, 2v2 though. They've equalized it. Frost takes down Dapper. You still have Sick sitting up on top, waiting out for any sort of pixel to aim on. They've already isolated Frost, at least, who's still in Jenny. Curveball v curveball. Kitsune pops out of hell, and Sick goes down to Frost.
Okay.
Frost gets a 2K at the end.
Thank you, Fee, for the 2.
3K on the round, and the NA stomp their way into A. And
yay! I'm
so
happy for the other team too.
So well played by the NA. Really
well
good
played, the
understanding of the situation. Frost playing towards Jenny. He already got tagged by that recon bolt to have Kitsune. Kind of played that bait position, right?
They played it well. They actually did.
These early firefights. That was extremely well done by the NA, and that 3v2 converted to a 2v2.
And they only use 2 ults. It's actually not that bad.
They still have 3 ults left over, and look at Frost. He's already 4 or 6 on his run it back again.
Oh, Tyson.
Let's see what happens. Frost. Been a big component in terms of more consistent fragging throughout this game, but TENZ, he's looking for something
huge spot.
Huge once
again.
No
Unlucky.
Way. Affy through the smoke.
Wow.
Not only that, but Puts and Flicks all went out their own individual battles. Now it's just Zombs. Oh my god, his crosshair got worse. So many players over on Cat. Shazam takes down 2.
And an Odin.
Down to Shazam as Frost takes down Zombs with a point-blank curveball.
They're throwing. They gotta stop.
How's DNA? Now it's full control of the A site and Flicks. Potentially just close it out here. The NA. 2 straight rounds against Masters champion Sentinels. I just kind of have to say it out loud for myself to believe it.
Throwing for what?
Take a moment, let it sink in
I
here,
don't know.
DNA.
Right.
Again, this was the turning point, right? We're at the first quarter, or technically if you want to call it the first half of the first half.
That was unlucky
right?
for Tyson, though.
Round. DNA, they are making adjustments. This is that critical point where once you hit 6 rounds and a half, you need to make adjustments, right? And that's what they've done. They wait. They
I can't wait to watch the comms for this match. No, me either.
Watching for the Dapper push through towards B main. You had another guy ready for the TENZ push through mid. Although he did get spammed down through a smoke. VNA, it's not too shabby right now. I think there's still a chance for them at least to make this a reputable half.
Okay.
Oh, for sure. Let's see how it works out, though. Sentinels, certainly not as aggressive as last time. They have double cat, triple cat at the moment, actually. But quick lockdown. No Hunter's Fury. That's just going to have to go by. But TENZ, he has more than enough space to fight this out. Takes down 1. He's still in the lockdown, but he pumps out perfectly. And with barely enough time, TENZ, he stays alive. He's not detained. He's still fighting for the site. Shazam actually does have that Hunter's Fury.
Oh my god!
A couple of players on site. Zombs fighting up in Cat. And look at Dapper's position. Quickly behind over at A main. Zombs takes back 1. There goes Flicks. And now Dapper here. Well, it's perfect for the flank. Gets all that information. Zombs actually takes out Affy right in front. Frost behind the blaze wall. No chance. Flicks now in a 1v4. Takes that 1. And the double swing. Well, it shuts down the round. Sentinels 7-2.
Oh my god.
See, that execution works when you're not playing against TENZ. The man just decides to swing over and over. You saw how much utility VNA committed just to keep TENZ from not swinging. 2 nano swarms and a single hot hand. It's crazy how much of a threat this guy is. I mean, look at him. And the fact that all that delay that TENZ caused allows Sentinels to break down the gate and to give Zombs another access point to cause even further destruction. And all this time being fought allows Dapper to get on the flank. I mean, superbly done here by Sentinels. DNA, it's a great execution, but when you're going up against the man TENZ, you really need to shut him down before he gets a single shot off with that operator.
No, there is actually one really cool thing about Zom's crosshair. It's like what a lot of
full control.
people have been using recently. It's like the top of the crosshair actually goes down when you spray for longer. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. I saw it on TikTok.
The mid areas. This actually optimal, Sully, because before they were focusing more on choke points in terms of what would be pivotal B main and A main, but I'm taking up more mid control. Could this actually throw off Sentinels?
Oh, it does look like maybe a little bit. Never mind.
Never mind.
Sick is just gonna mop up too. However, there is a slight response. The run it back is shut down quickly, but TENZ is there to punish.
Oh my god!
Shotgun's not nerfed. Shorty too quick on the Frost. 8-2 for Sentinels.
Oh no, Jason.
Yeah, never mind. TENZ. He was actually posted up on B main, but one of his teammates ended up getting that early information. So TENZ goes back to the mid side. He's able to frag out. Lots of the NA players again corralled into one central position. That's TENZ's bread and butter. 15 kills. Yeah. 15 kills already for TENZ.
That's my boyfriend, everybody.
Is this his 3rd or 4th Blade Storm?
I think it's his 3rd. I want to say
it's his 3rd. Yeah, 3rd, right? He does use it.
Oh, timing's off.
Oh my god.
Okay. Zombs and TENZ. That's a very quick peek. Soon's only able to manage 1. There's not much else here. They know where he is. They saw where the Boomba came from. TENZ.
Oh my god.
He actually avoided it. He did before the explosion. Shotgun out. Sick. Right behind for the trade. 9-2 Sentinels.
Thank you, Sick, for saving Tyson's
We gave them a little praise for
KD.
making those minimal adjustments. Well, it's the time, right? I mean, Ascent is defensive sided, I want to say. Maybe not against Sentinels. but it definitely leans a little more heavily to defense. So maybe the NA can get something going if they get a third round here.
Oh, one's not gonna have a shield. And thank you, Melvin, for the sub as well. I think one thing that's for sure is that
Shazam set up on the Odin. This is gonna be super classic. And oh yes, oh yes.
Okay.
Triple Odin, and now they just start to rain bullets right into B main. TENZ. I mentioned before, bread and butter. Where you just have a mosh pit of players, and he spotted out 3 of them at the edge of B main.
How do you pronounce
now the rest of the players, now that the information is there, they take a complete control of the main area, of the mid area.
Oh my god, he changed his crosshair again.
Sick is up front, Sick gets a kill, so Put's trying to get a kill back, but it's never gonna work out in their favor because holy Sentinels, they hold W, they corral them, kind of like sheep in a sense, and now they're just gone.
From the beginning of this half, there were 2 attempts to take A main control, then the NA said, no, Sentinels stopped us, we're not doing this anymore, we're leaving A main open.
Did Tyson tell you guys that I'm pregnant, by the way?
The rest of this game, they took mid control, they took B main, and they threw 1 smoke from Zoms over towards A main. There were 1 or 2 other attempts, but they didn't really
April Fools! I'm just kidding.
It looks super puggy from them, but it's just a great read in general. Sentinels, they clean things up nicely, 10-2.
Dude, I'm 19. I'm not having a baby for a very long time.
This first map, the pistol round
is a must. But actually, though, do you guys know that Tyson wants 5 kids?
It's the obvious thing, right? But that's.
I think he just wants to make a freaking Valorant roster at this point. I'm not kidding. He actually wants 5 kids.
Especially against a team like Sentinels, you just want any
advantage
advantage
they fucked up
possible.
The cam.
And okay, we saw Blaze Wall hit the wall earlier. Now we see.
Just imagine 5 kids. I don't think I could pop up that many.
Potentially spot a player in the corner. You know, cheeky little camera. They would never expect it. I'll tell you that much. But in comes DNA, who had a stack over towards the B site, trying to make their way into what is just a red.
No, Shazam changed his crosshair too.
Shazam's crosshair, I mean, very fashionable to say the least. In comes Frost with an opening though, taking out Zoms. Still 1 more in hell. TENZ and Shazam combining for 3. 2 players left. Frost has already made his way on site, but Sick is on point and takes him down. And Shazam, with one of the best crosshairs I've ever seen, gets a 3K as expected.
I guess it's magic. The crosshair is
and thank you, Ethan, for the $2. For me, TENZ is the best player in the world, and the reason why Sentinels are so good is how calm and non-toxic.
VNA in that round at least.
Everybody is on their team.
You try and make a gamble.
Okay.
You understand the position you're in.
This is the best of 1. No, it's a best of 3.
to stack a site.
I don't know if I can watch another map of this.
A couple of extra rounds. So they make
I don't know if I can.
Knowing Sentinels are a team that love to rush on the pistol. They try to make the read. Doesn't work out. However, this time, 4 players here, it could possibly.
Oh my, Affy up front. Try to get a couple, but it's not gonna work out with a shorty. Kitsune takes 1 down, but that's the extent of the damage. Now it's just down to 2 more players for the NA. Frost gets a couple flash, down to 1 HP after taking down Zoms. Now it's down to Flix in a 1v3. Cage in, still just covering it up, and Dapper is more than ready to just start holding mouse 1 with
yeah,
that one's just
that's
dude, at this point I feel like I'm just watching.
Throw 1 cage, trigger it, throw a 2nd cage, trigger it, and then just jump through every cage. That's the Dapper signature. He always does that.
Always
puts a spray down, and then he just puts the spray down and he just jumps around. So that's just the Dapper signature. However,
God.
VNA, they've got guns.
They're literally getting dragged.
I like to be optimistic. There's an opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see it. Sentinels now 1 round away from making their way into map number 2 relatively clean. In comes the actual take though, VNA.
Oh, I like this.
Oh, looking to hold it back. Love this position from Affy. It's just a cheeky one and could go for more after the reposition. But he's caught out in the open. Affy! Spray transfer, but he wasn't actually able to get the first player he was aiming on. Sentinels now down to only 2 players though. And TENZ! What? How did TENZ get the other one? I swear he was just dashing. But he gets the last one. Okay.